Okay, it's 1:36, we have motion and a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
So we're on, item number 11, discussion and or possible action on demand by Frost Blank on fence owned by Mac Ranch on El Jardín
That's you.
for damage, to the fence, by contractors that paved the road. And if that's the case, I mean, we'll help them out, but they gotta get the contractors to, they gotta file against the contractor.
¿Que ayude, verdad?
Porque it's the same thing, I mean, we didn't fix it. Nos pasa igual como Snowden, que they wanted us to fix it, we tried to help them out, pero they'd have to sue the contractor. And they gotta sue the contractor over here.
So the damages was by the contractors, so it would be them?
I mean, because if it was the county, it would have been your man and just filed an insurance claim. If it was your man,
Fue nomás el tráfico, pero...
huh?
Who's the traffic? Oh, pero...
Pero dice alleged damage by contractors.
Well, they said they want us to fix it. They want us to fix the fence. Pero if it's not smugly related to where there's an incident, or, you know, if it's just traffic, we can't do it. It opens a can of worms. Pero if
I
it's,
have contractors.
But it was damaged by the contractor with their machinery?
No, traffic. Pero...
then you're gonna have to fix every single fence in the county, if it's just by
Que
traffic.
cuando llueve y luego están construction y no vino nadie y pasan...
Y pegaban la cerca, pues.
Pero transforme, buena cerca.
I mean, I haven't talked to him, he talked to Mrs. Martinez, pero,
Jorge told me that.
que,
Que they wanted to sue.
A los contractors.
Dijo, pero to get away with it, talk to Ms. Martinez. Maybe she could settle it. I mean, the judge, she asked the judge. So no sé.
and we talked to it, pero it's not, I haven't spoken to the guy, but just for traffic, unless there's an incident involving, you know,
It didn't happen. That didn't happen.
it's not gonna happen. You know,
So they're upset at who or us? They're upset at us?
Hombre, we started que sí.
Oh.
And then things changed.
pero
No.
de primero comenzó que,
Y Tommy dijo, pues yo sé. Y pues,
pero de primero yo creía que era de Tommy, y no es de Tommy.
he's got the lease.
He has the lead, but it doesn't belong to Tommy. But the primero said it's Tommy, pues as part of the bridge, we can offset the damage. Pero it's only a little section. Most of the fence over there has the trees growing through it.
Todo para allá nuevo, todo.
So-
That's that part.
So he has a part where there's trees growing through it.
When there's a contractor doing something, we can't go in there and do anything because the contractor's doing it. That's the same thing.
Now,
How far is the fence damaged or
they want a mile and a half.
La vieja la
It's 1.2, 1.3.
tanto así nada?
No,
And they're calling it that
no, they're claiming que they want that, pero no van los 4.5.
Mira, it's possible the contractors weakened the fence when they did the culverts.
the work, yeah, the
The
sites,
culverts.
yeah.
It's possible they did it.
Uh-huh.
Pero they still gotta start with the contractors, porque putting those culverts, and these guys never gave us permission. They never gave us permission. So it's possible when they worked, que soltaron la tierra y quedó huanga. But they still gotta start with the contractor. Say, hey, you left it all loose, and once they start with the contractor, we'll work something out. It's not a small amount, it's $25,000, $26,000.
Pero that's for the whole fence, no?
Todo, labor y todo, y the material, todo.
And the owner's claiming the whole fence was damaged.
No, son 3-4 millas, pero that part.
Y también mete vacas ahí,
Ajá.
was it?
So he's not the
And
owner.
what did you see? What did you see there? The whole fence was damaged because due to the contractors? O
Pues ahí
como dice Josh, donde están los covers.
Ahí no están los covers, ya no son covers, eran los puentecitos.
Oh.
Nomás hay un lugar donde está amarrado.
Y ya pasa el puentecito y ya está nueva. Vaya. Pero de ahí a la vuelta, donde se acaba, donde está Irving, las fronteras, es una mía 1.3.
Es como...
And we had agreed with that, pero pues ya cambian los planes, ya.
You know, you try to, who caused the damage, because you can't fix it unless there's a reason.
Jorge checked it out. Yeah. And then we all agreed, sí, we'll do it, not to worry. People, ahora ya no do it.
So we would swap it out with the bridge, but they don't own the property to the bridge. Tommy owns the property to the
Tommy?
bridge. So I thought, at first I thought it was Tommy's.
No, at the
I
back.
said, but we're gonna have to work with Tommy along the bridge, so maybe we can wash it out. Because we gotta pay him over there, but we can't wash anything out.
He called me last week, just do it. ¿Cómo que just do it?
No.
Dijo,
Mira,
And did you see
They
it?
don't have more wells there.
¿eh?
No tiene Norias.
¿Quién?
Ellos,
¿Quién?
Tommy.
Cacique?
Norias, ahí está.
65.
But the whole
Ya,
one,
ahí, ¿verdad?
the 1.2,
Todos quieren gratis.
sí, pero the 1.2 miles was damaged toda?
No.
That's what the owner's claiming?
No,
Or he's claiming just the bridges?
They're claiming, nomás háganos esta mía and we're good.
mira, yo le digo, I'll call the guy from Mac, does it give us 10 feet like over at Evans, para parquearlos?
Yeah.
How?
That'd be the best deal porque Visa, la abogada, la esposa de Roy Morton, she never gave us an easement.
How wide?
Yo
No,
dije,
what's the length? What's the length between that
He's a lawyer.
road? What's the length from the road from that road to the fence? What's the width?
No queda nada.
No, they're like maybe 10 feet, at all, maybe 8 feet, it's
Ni
close,
8 ni 10
it's
feet.
close.
Oh, está bien cerquita.
Está bien cerquita.
Se cayó, se cayó. Yo me caí también ahí con la luz negra.
Pero,
Y me
vamos a
pusieron la
decirles,
antena.
vamos a decirles, danos 10 pies más como en Evans. Como en Evans. So then you have,
Ya,
somebody can park or do
You
something.
can run your mower.
La mower de él, no va a cortar todo, no un pedacito.
No, nomás un poquito. Y ahí no puedes, ahí están los bridges. You can't go in.
Hay puros palos ahí, ¿no?
¿Eh?
Ahí sacaste puros palos.
No, no hay nada. Nomás que están los puentecitos.
You don't have to give us a deed, just a permanent easement.
Pasa un puente y
A permanent easement, that's all they have to give us.
We do it by weed eater, put a weed eater.
Just give us a permanent easement, and then
Put it
hay
there.
lugar para parquarte.
Put that in the minutes. And you talk to
Okay.
them, or Elizabeth talk to them. Yo no quiero hablar con
I would say yes, provided they give us either a deed or permanent easement to, for the length of,
Has anybody asked the contractors about this?
huh?
Has anybody asked the contractors?
Jorge was gonna talk to him last year.
I mean, I would
And
understand.
then we're gonna take it out from the last check, but yeah, we already paid J.C. Carroll, that's all.
I mean, I would understand when
I mean,
it.
you can take it out of lateral road fund. If they give a permanent easement and they give you extra 10 feet, pues ya tienes lugar para parquearte. Algo pasa.
Yeah.
If somebody gets a flat, they're right there in the middle of the road.
Y lo malo que they own both sides. But we can work that out. Proceed with them.
Más que los tienen 10 pies. And then you got something back.
No, I get it. 10 feet for a mile and a quarter. That's a lot, that's a lot there.
We're not asking for mineral rights.
No, we don't want the land.
Just a permanent easement.
No.
And the fence would be en la raya esa.
And later, if you want to do more work on the road and make it wider, ahora ahí tienes lugar. Next time you have to work on the road or se le lleva el agua, you're going to have the same problem all over again.
But that road's pretty wide though.
Huh?
10
How
feet.
wide is that road?
En la entrada está 60.
60.
Ahí es 50. Se hace chiquito y grande. Put that on the minutes, 10 feet. And if they agree pronto,
I would say,
they still gotta knock it down.
I would say do a motion authorizing the repair of the fence, provided they give 10 feet of easement or donation of the property.
Because I don't understand why they want the whole mile, over a
Pues
mile.
toda esta caída está vieja.
Pero te digo, I mean, I understand where
60 years
it was
old.
damaged donde trabajaron en los bridges. It's understandable, pero todo.
Ya la puso plumbing.
You know what I mean?
Pero quieren estirón que esté fuerte, que se mira bonita, pero
They want the whole.
Quiere tipo nueva, todo nuevo, bonito, bonito. Quiere tipo nueva, todo la
like give us a permanent easement, ya.
O si para ir a puedes trabajar o puedes hacer ditches o caminos.
Y pasa igual, that's the same thing we did with Evans, porque estaban los árboles over the road.
Ahí no hay monte, está clear.
No, porque quiere.
No, hay pasito, no monte, pero va a ser monte. Tú no lo haces porque es mezquite.
Con la dozer, tú más
Yeah,
todo.
but I
Start
mean-
all over.
Like right there,
No, I
I understand where the bridges were
We'll
at.
do that, but
We paid out a lateral road. We paid out a lateral road fund. Look, if I recommend something, it's something you're not gonna get in trouble with. So I'd say, 10 feet, the easement or
On that side.
gift deed.
I don't know about the gift deed, but I know they'll do it in easement.
Easement. But I'll ask for more. I'll ask for more.
So
Let it just talk to
but
that
still,
guy.
that fence gonna have to be moved.
Huh?
Yeah?
Yeah, but the contractor would do it,
They're gonna have to move that fence como que era
10 feet.
10
Sí,
feet.
pues el que haga la cerca,
Yeah.
survey it para adentro y ya te queda. It'd be better. Pero they didn't wanna give me an easement for the bypass.
They didn't wanna give you an easement?
Well, we never could talk to nobody.
Why?
They would not answer.
And now they answer.
Ahora hablé con el mero
Because
jefe.
just in case if they say no, I'm thinking, if they say no, well, let's just fix just where it was damaged, just on the bridge area.
The
Why would we
lawyer
fix
in
the whole
charge.
mile?
Mira, the damage that they have concern is with the contractor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would make a motion, if they're alleging damage, they can sue the contractor. However, if they agree to an easement or a gift deed of 10 feet,
The county will be there.
the county will replace
Provide
the fence for what, 1.2 miles?
1.23, no, 1.3 the most.
Un millón, un cuarto, güey, ok.
No es la jala.
Yeah. And that'd be my motion. And the motion would be like I said, if,
If they accept that. I'll go ahead and second that.
The judge make the motion? You just
Yeah, give
second?
me the money.
That'll work.
which would be, when I say they, it's Frost Bank. Frost Bank.
Claro, we don't bank with that bank.
Well, thank you.
No, yeah, we do.
We do.
Yeah, we do bank
Pero
with Frost Bank.
primero.
Because all your direct deposits go through Frost Bank.
See, they own.
We
the
use
bank.
Frost Bank, right? Because if we use Stockman's, we use Frost Bank.
Before?
Yes, they do.
So all their paychecks come through Frost Bank. In a way, through the direct deposit, right?
They actually come
Yeah.
to documents. Now, I don't know if they have like the Senate party that they go to Frost.
Yeah.
Some are Keith Walker.
Keith Walker?
Yeah, Keith. No, Heath, I forgot.
Keith,
Heath con la H. Heath Walker.
all right.
Es el dueño. He's the
Trustee,
trustee.
all right. Motion's been made and second. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Discussion and or possible action on approval of two IT service contracts.
¿Quiénes son esos IT?
IT is Ricardo,
¿Y el otro?
is Victor.
Órale, ok, no.
Victor wants to come back, and we've been real busy. I asked him if he was interested in coming back, and he said as long as Marisa's working, he'd be interested.
¿Y si se va Marisa?
Then he'd have a problem.
Let me think about it.
And what if Marisa's not working? He's gonna quit.
Victor said,
I don't-
"Está bien."
they're not gonna quit. They don't wanna get old.
They're gonna be here another 20 years. Yes.
¿Qué lo hacen?
Sí, lo sé.
Bicho va en RV2 y se va.
So the contract for services that he sent me, consider county payment, okay. This agreement provide professional data services. He's asking for payment of $6,800, provide and support to employees of the county upon notification of requested service with the operation of maintenance of the county IT equipment, including computers, printers, networking, telephone, time clocks, security surveillance equipment, and other equipment deemed covered by IT. The services includes the in-person and in-remote support is required.
Does that include GPS?
That includes everything. That includes everything. Services will be performed by PDS in manner beneficial to all county employees. Does not cover cost of parts or equipment, and we're exempt from sales tax. And the contract would renew automatically every year, and we can cancel, you know, in writing. So we got Ricardo. We did one full-time position for this, and then we also did a secretarial position that had not been filled. So we got two positions that have been filled. So what we're dividing is the two full-time positions, two contract positions, because Ricardo's son is also IT. But I think he's going to college, so they're splitting Victor and him to part-time.
¿Está bien? I'll make the motion, Judge.
So we still need his proposal. Do you have it? But what is it?
Okay.
So what are you looking at? So we can,
Well, more or less, I think the numbers we had talked about some time back.
Lo que dijo Víctor. Like, whatever Víctor.
Something similar to what Victor was.
Victor's how much is?
6,800
For what?
Dijo que ya
per
por
month.
50. He said you come back for 50.
Per month? And you just finished college in IT, right? Computers?
No, I saw in psychology.
He's
but
still
I've
one.
been around it.
Science and psychology, you just finished college?
Right. Yeah, I've also been at Geek Squad for about 6-7 years.
So you've been working for Geek Squad? Best Buy? Huh? So that full-time position, we split it in half,
You need a helper?
huh?
I'm sorry?
So you need a helper?
I know that they have a lot of work with the prison. Now, you're gonna have a lot with the nursing home coming in. And I don't know how the support's been with the sheriff's office. You've been very thin.
The new year's rolling in, and as we all have new goals and challenges, I think the extra manpower is needed, so we can modernize and upgrade our systems little by little. But, yeah, it's welcome for the office to cover more coverage.
So Victor holds a law enforcement degree, license, at least he's under you, right? So some of the information is very sensitive. I think the sheriff feels comfortable with that software part. So, or maybe I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong. So we can approve Victor and get your proposal, or you're already working, you know,
He's been working since last month. I've been.
yeah. So get that proposal in,
Okay.
get the proposal. It's not gonna exceed the 6,800, is it?
When is Victor coming aboard?
As soon as we sign, so I just gotta get it to Ms. Martinez. So I would say pending approval of Ms. Martinez on this contract, I'll get you a copy of the contract, I'll send it to you all, and then, you can get started.
So it would be 2 part-time, yes, or?
So yeah, 2 part-time.
part-time.
I'm not, we're just spreading it halfway. So roll. Okay. Is it the button? So how do you want to do a motion to approve Mr. Varela's contract pending Mrs. Martinez's approval, any or changes? And then we'll wait on your contract, we need to get it to Ms. Martinez as well, and get it for her approval. I can do that in form of motion, or somebody else can do it.
I make a motion.
Okay, motion has been made and second. I'm sending you all copies of the contract. There you go. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Now, possible action, purchase for food pantry, participants. I can get Lucia to start ordering turkeys, to make sure we have enough turkeys for the elderly. I mean, the food bank has been doing their own deal. They're using their own property. I think they're showing up to Zenal.
Yeah,
But-
they went, the last time they went, like, I guess they're just doing it on their own. The only thing we went over there is, just to pick up the they left the pallets. I didn't want to leave that trash there.
Okay.
We just picked up that pallets, and I don't know, there was a little bit of trash there, but there wasn't, we didn't help over it. I guess they're doing it on their own.
Why? O de allá no.
No, we didn't want to leave the pallets at the school.
Well,
at the
this
school
is the
check.
thing, is they wanted more money than we're paying. And we asked them to come to the table because we wanted the better quality food, so they have to come to the table. So we can, but that's something y'all can do next year for now.
So ahorita,
But for Thanksgiving, you gotta order your turkeys ahead of time if you're gonna wanna do turkeys,
And
you
then,
know? So we gotta buy at least 350 turkeys if you wanna.
did we do that last year?
and then you, well,
We got some through the food bank, some through H-E-B, it was different people.
and then we deliver them.
But we deliver
Or
them at the food bank, or we can get the list and just deliver them ourselves.
Or they come pick it.
Some people pick it up based on a list. It should be one per family. And then I had to give 2 or 3 per family.
Luego dicen, yo voy a para que me lo puede vivir.
Dijo nomás uno. Bueno, tantos.
I mean, I can get,
We had like 200.
yeah, it was about 200 and another 100 in Senal. I mean,
200.
but I can get the list that we had, and then if any more, I'll get Lucia to get those names of elderly.
Those people no, about $15.
Los
Yeah.
cuervos.
The only thing I'm saying right now is like chicken, there's a shortage of chicken. There's gonna be shortage of turkeys because of the flu that they've had. They've been killing chickens that get contaminated, they kill them.
So they're,
So that's why your eggs are high, because there's been a flu that hit up north.
Yeah,
So we're gonna do them, we get them ahead of time. Because there'll be a shortage,
well, yeah, what's today?
there's gonna be a shortage of turkeys this year. This year.
So the 1st of November, start looking for the 1st of November.
So That's why we pick a date like when we want them.
No
To get
tenemos
'em?
freezers.
And we would-
No, we would just call Sam's and HEB and buy
I'm ready.
the turkeys
And go pick them up.
and go pick them up. We can get a refrigerated truck.
Donde están baratos, super Walmart.
Refrigerator. Is there a way that would there be a charge if they bring them? We don't have a refrigerator.
I mean,
No me van a ir a traerlo.
I
A
mean,
refrigerated truck, yes,
look,
frozen.
look, I'll go talk to Joey that works for HEB.
That's the
No, I
way.
don't want
That's the way.
He retired. So I can get some quotes from him.
We can or find out from somebody and say, hey, we'd like to buy a truckload of stuff for Thanksgiving,
300.
Te sale
the
más caro
turkey,
con
the
Joe.
stuffing, the green beans, the cream of mushroom, and
Sí,
Huh?
sale más caro con Joe.
Que yo.
Allá salía más caro porque
Pero es mayor, ¿no?
en vez de dar un discount, ahí me da discount. No, no te puede dar. By majority, yes, he should give you.
and then if you want to do a ham for Christmas, you can go ahead and do it now so they can get a price for Christmas también.
A Kirby no le quiere dar turkey, just a ham.
Yeah.
Turkey and ham, no?
No mames.
No, hombre, I mean, do the turkey for Thanksgiving and
Y the ham.
the ham.
Yo
for
like
Christmas.
turkeys and a los employees and Thanksgiving y ham and Christmas. Sparrow ham.
Well, you want to give for the employees too, but you gotta call. But you want to do it ahead of time because at the last minute you're running around like crazy, Southside.
Yeah. And it's a lot. It's a lot.
I mean,
Están pesados.
so you want
No,
to do.
bien chiquitos, $15.
Pero como que-
Y no son de esos barbados, son los
Sometimes they got butterball, but sometimes they're good the way you cook
chiquitos
them.
amarillos.
I mean, you get
Ya
them.
valen igual, valen igual.
I mean, and the food bank wasn't giving it to us; they're selling them, so just buy them.
Está bueno.
You want to just try to just figure out on one day, right before November. We got a calendar.
November 17th, a week, that's a week, they give them a week.
Porque hace
Give
what's
them a
today? What's today? 17?
Pero you need to buy them before.
Para abajo.
Yeah,
Only nice for the months of the
You need to
winters.
buy them
And
before.
we could pick them up on the 17th and deliver that
Yeah.
same day.
Pick up the
November 17?
the 17,
And deliver that afternoon or,
Una pica bien lavadita por esa vez.
the 17, the 18, yeah.
yeah. That'll give them a whole week.
But I want to find out from you also. I mean, you want the turkey, you want to get
Place the order for the ham también, just your whole order for December.
place the order for December, and then for December. We
En el final se van los 100.
we can do.
Se van los
Sparrow
100.
I think, Josh, you have that
If
list.
you order for December, you're not gonna
Who
bring
has
it
that
already,
list
no?
that Ariana had, Josh?
I can get it from out there.
No siempre sin nada por 60.
Sí.
She has it at the
I
office.
don't think there's more than 100 in that for the ones that used to go to,
Yeah.
right? Huh?
100 dice son muchos, 60 está bueno.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. De volada.
But hey, Josh, so you order the ham, they're gonna bring the hams too, or just the turkeys?
No, just
Ya es
turkey.
Christmas.
And then go back and get the hams.
Go to the
Yeah,
day.
I'm just ready.
Pero on a turkey, you just want turkeys, or you want still stuffing, or you want
turkey.
cream of mushroom?
No,
And
me
then
los
the-
botes,
The sack of potatoes.
no, hay mucho. Pero sí,
You still get that comida from somewhere else.
Huh?
You still get comida from somewhere else.
Yeah, pero ayuda. So I mean, even if it's a sack of potatoes, a dozen eggs, it's a little help. Depending on the price.
¿Cuánto dinero queda en el food bank? No está en la lista.
Pues,
Solo quedándose abusados.
desde cuándo.
Ya tiene 4
Pues they
meses.
should be doing it for free, ¿no? Entonces.
Hmm? Saturday.
¿Qué gustó? Me fui a Ricardo con un pregunto.
I'm looking. It's hard to understand what George did here. County clerk, veterans, information, elections. whatever.
Se puede.
What account is food bank under?
What line?
General fund.
One, Mary, do you know?
No. It's not 415.
You think 415? Because I used to have it under non-departmental. Pero George la cambió. Aquí está. This is a September 30th food bank. Food. Queda 81,116.
Wow. Sobraba bastante.
Sí.
We were giving too much, no? We were giving way too much.
I wanted briskets.
No. But queda 81.
No, gastas mucho.
So, I mean,
Que valen los turkeys, mamá. Una juca.
ahorita están baratos. $15
No, que vale.
for a small one.
Barbo.
Sí, sí.
15 ahorita.
Ponle que valen a 20. ¿Cuánto vamos a comprar? 400.
Tengan.
That's not cheap now. Yeah, about $25.
Because they're usually like 25 cents a pound. Right now, they're going to be like 50, 60 cents a pound.
Lo we order, let's say roughly they're 20, si son $400, about $8,000. Para el turkey. Give or take. Bueno, sí, I'm going on $20 a pound. Give or take. I'm just guessing.
Voy a comprar 400.
I'm just guessing on 400, si son 300 aquí, 100 allá. I'm just wild guess.
Yeah, 400. 350 para acá, 50 para allá.
Ay, de verdad, quiere cortar allá. Quiere mandar 50 para allá.
But you got about,
Se le da 100.
No, just whatever's on that list, whatever he's got on that list, the people are going and, maybe he can throw
pero
one.
todo el tiempo,
Once they
Ah,
know,
bueno, tomar los
once they
viejitos.
know it's about turkeys.
pero todo el tiempo hay gente que
An extra,
no,
yeah, we can throw some extra.
there's always people que qualify, but they never want to go through the line.
Yeah.
So they go off the list and
Some
they,
of them don't have a vehicle. They can't go.
Wait.
I mean, they still got to fill out a form. They still got to fill out a form. Let's see what I got to have. I'll go look at it and. But just make a no more than 450 or no more than 400. Just give us a limit. If it's just turkeys you want, they can get the rest on their own. And then I'll ask them about the hams. If they have the hams, I'll come back and tell you all.
You said they should do it now first.
Boneless and ham, que sea boneless.
So that's why I say the 17th and the 18th.
Yeah.
Set up those 2 days and then either or you can flip them around. At least, yeah, we get that out of the way. So,
So ¿cuántos turkeys lo que?
just give me a number.
300, 350?
I'm thinking, just roughly, I'm thinking they're around
Sí, tú necesitas 100.
como que 80, 90 over there, just give or take, pero bueno,
But
throw some
mira,
extras,
mira, I would rather you have 10 extra.
10 or 20 extra, and
We,
be on the safe side.
if anything we have left over, we can give them to the jail cooks, the nursing home cooks. We can still give it there.
Yeah, we can
To
still
la
do that.
soda, we can still give them there.
Yeah.
So 100 y acá, pues, you gotta triple it. 300.
400.
400, so you're looking at 500. 400, 3 y 100.
I mean, yeah, if you get that many, whatever's left over, like I said, nursing home, the jails, they'll have it. I'm sure they'll enjoy it.
Bueno,
No, no te agarramos uno.
Huh?
415.
Nutrition center puede ser
Yeah, nutrition center.
para nosotros.
Nutrition center. So, who's gonna make the motion, no more than 500?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
For the 17th and 18th of November. Said all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
The next one's easy, it's in your little packet. And it's the 2023 Resolution of Indigent Defense. They give us a small grant every year, and we spend a lot more than that. We spend like $30,000 a year on indigent defense, and they give us about $8,000 a year. So it's a grant we've done every year for the last 20 years. But they need the resolution. Individual, huh? Applications are due Tuesday, November 15, 2022. Commissioners need to adopt the formula grant resolution and then sign it. And there's one more of these grants that we have to sign. It's for the capital defense, and those are done every 2 years. I don't know if it's next year or this year. I need to find out on that one. So that'll be taken care of. So it's in your packet.
How much are we?
8,000.
We usually get 8,000?
No, but we get about 8,000. We get about 8,000.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Yeah, we get about 8,000. It's in your packet.
Second.
Motion made by
Erasmo.
Ramirez.
What is so echo? Looks like mucho echo.
The roller, huh? Yeah,
The speakers are mucho echo.
a little bit. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. Today's what?
17.
Ahora sí, ya siguen los minutos.
You have the minutes?
Yes, sir, we can approve.
Make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Motion's been made, second, to approve minutes is presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
17.
Number 17, when we passed the purchasing policy, we require all the contractors that are working for the county to have insurance. And right now, like Chris always has insurance, because he does contracts all the time. A couple of years ago, Nole, when you were contracting more grading, we got insurance from you, we got insurance from Noe Sanchez, but the clerk and treasurer are responsible for getting insurance. Because even over here, like the mechanics that are working on commercial vehicles, if they do something wrong, some of this equipment is worth a lot of money, you know.
We gotta be insured.
50,000, The fire trucks are 100,000. So the insurance covers us. So we passed it. They're required to. So we gotta let them know, hey, you know, how much coverage do y'all want? You want 50,000, 100,000? You want $1 million? You know, how much?
So that'd be to any mechanic that works on our trucks just too.
Yeah, you gotta have it.
I have
Is
a
there
meeting.
a set amount that we need to request for them to be insured?
See, I think the policy said 50. Last time we did it, we increased it to 100 when it came to, or was it $1 million?
I mean,
It was $1 million. When you had it, we increased it to $1 million. And that includes Sam on the compressors. I think he submitted that he had the insurance, $1 million of coverage. And I think it cost him like $1,000 a year. It's not really high.
Yo pago
like the mechanics that we issue right now,
Huh?
the mechanics that we issue right now, they need to bring something to show it to Marywood.
Yeah, they have to submit it.
I know we don't have.
I know.
You can.
They haven't provided me with any.
You know, the guys that mow, the guys that do work, the only ones we get are the ones from Jorge when y'all do those contracts. All those, Chris always has it. You know, so they just get the policy. You know, for example, if the brakes fail on one of the big trucks,
If I'm
Well-
not mistaken, I think every mowing company has insurance.
también.
The ones that I've got, I think they all have.
We
insurance.
just gotta have.
I don't know if they presented it to the county treasurer, but I guess it didn't.
Mowing companies?
They need to bring a copy.
I don't think so. I don't think they've been providing us, anything, but if they have it, it's great. But even the mechanics, even, you know, Sam's working on the compressors, he needs to have insurance. You know, it's just safer for us. And it's something that we've passed, and we've covered over and over again, but we just need to put it in a purchase policy. Lo que pasa on a purchase policy, it's not like a purchasing manual unless we add it to the employee manual. You know, but there's not a separate book that, for example, has, these are subdivision rules, these are your rules for culverts, you know, and bridges and, you know, getting onto, what do you call 'em? The road, what do you call it? New entryways. These are your rules for purchasing. I think we have enough. These are the rules for culverts. I think that we have a lot of rules that we've done that we could probably put it into a book. And then when people want to do business, is that, look, these are the rules that we have. Yeah.
So Mary's gonna take care of that, so like, how about like our vehicles, all insurance? Who does that insurance on there?
Margie takes care of that insurance from our vehicles.
Because one of my trucks, I did it a while back, 3 months ago, to get it fixed, they use our insurance, and it wasn't even our fault.
Rules for what? I mean, it was by somebody else.
Yeah, that guy is,
Did you get a police report?
yeah, they had a report from that Ramirez.
And then the police report said it wasn't your fault?
Yeah, it was his fault, but he didn't have no insurance, and they didn't get a ticket or anything. And then they said he had insurance, and I just did it because when I gave my claim to Margie, so I'm gonna get it fixed and everything, and they got it fixed.
To the county
He
pay.
lied,
Si no
and
tiene
he told me, well, you gotta pay
insurance,
$500
it's gonna keep your own
deductible,
personal
so that means they use our insurance.
Sí, porque si no trae, like, it's like the regular car, your own insurance is gonna kick in.
But if they didn't have insurance, then that's where
But
that's where, one is you get one of the attorneys, whether it's Donato or whatever, to address it, because that way they don't use our coverage, because it costs us.
yeah, but that was one of his deputy's fault because
But-
they should impounded their car.
Okay, if they determine
No, by
it's no
law.
fault, if they determine it's no fault, then you let our lawyers know, and they'll fight that other person, you know, in district court that, no. Because if it's a no-fault deal, no, it could be bigger. And that's something when we had the fires over there, and wreck where it killed a number of people and Danny had it. They tried to sue us several times and we still haven't been thrown out of it because, well, the fire department didn't respond fast enough. They got there in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. So they try to find wherever the money is. They don't care where it comes from. Anybody has a policy they go after. On those trucking companies when the people die. But if it's an accident that's big enough, I mean, hey, not only you tell Margie, someone should be telling the attorney, you know, what happens. On all accidents, on all lawsuits, the person that gets served is the county judge for the whole county. And many times when they get served, y'all don't know about it because TAC takes care of it or the attorneys take care of it. TAC will pay the attorney sometimes, so you never even see a bill. So I'll tell like the lawyer calls TAC on this accident and you never even see a bill because they take care of it. But they have
But
to.
I thought that other insurance had paid, but when they told me that, I needed $500 deductible, I wish our insurance paid.
No?
Because the county has a big group insurance, so we don't notice it.
We don't notice it, but believe me, we notice it because we get, she sees it and I see it, and the claims. So there's probably, on the air, on the county, you know, of 15 to 20 accidents a year, and you probably only know one or two.
As long as you don't get sued, you're good.
But I guess for now, we passed this, we're on the bills.
No, I can just,
Where are we at, the bills, right?
17 elections.
What's 17?
contractor.
Oh, the contractors, we just need to let them know how much, you know.
Bring a copy of the insurance to Mary.
The contractors
Margie.
have to provide $1 million of, what do you call, commercial liability?
No,
Or, huh?
because I pay $1 million.
But-
I pay $1,700
if it's a
per
million-
truck a
Per
month.
truck. I mean, you can go for these contractors since it's,
300,
you
400,
can
500.
do 250,000.
That'll cover a little bit for, I mean,
You can do 250,000.
if you're $1 million, you kill them.
How much?
But some of these vehicles, like I said, the fire department,
Come on, like Encino, Partners, those, the big contractors, $1 million.
all those are $1 million. By law, they have to cover
Yeah,
the
but
cost of the project.
Como estos local mechanic is $250.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, well, they gotta cover the cost.
their vehicle, si el motor
But
no jala.
sometimes we have them working on big equipment like the fire department.
No.
So they have.
If they blow the engine because of their fault, they got $250,000 to put a new engine. Which
what about the small contractors?
Well, that would include them too.
For that big of a insurance también?
But it says on the $1 million, the judge says on the $1 million
We-
insurance,
we-
about $1,000 a year.
We were doing $1 million like for Nona and Noe Sanchez
I
and
don't think it
them.
was $1 million.
It
Yeah,
wasn't a
it
million?
was, that one maintainer,
And then
that was when they wrote for it.
I
You
think
took
Sam,
$1
I think
million.
Sammy has $1 million that he covers, but
That's $1,000 a year.
but 250,000 is good. 250,000
It
is good.
doesn't cost you that much, I mean, I think we're paying like maybe 4,500, something like that, no, but that's what it would cover. A year.
It's good if you get business all year, but if you don't get business all year,
That's what I'm saying, for the small contractors,
yeah.
como the mowing, going back to the mowing,
mata.
es nomás un mes y medio de trabajo y ya no tienen.
Yeah, but then if something happens, like if a car gets out of the road and runs over one of them guys, so.
Si llegara porque they're in the county road, they have to be responsible
Sí, me lo digo.
for an accident.
Yeah, 250,000.
Whatever y'all wanna say, 500, 250, $1 million.
Just an updated that purchasing policy. for
Yeah.
Insurance,
Yeah.
who has that under software? I don't have it on my computer.
It's in Margie's, I know I have it somewhere, but I'll find it. Cause we covered it before. Or I said, how many bids you get, you know? So it covers all that. I think 250. I think 250 is fair.
We'll plan it by year, I'll see.
Huh?
We'll do that, pero.
I mean, you can always change it if they say it's too much, but you can't go too low.
Porque they pay
What's the cost of an insurance
$100
for 250? Roughly for
¿Cuánto
per
para
year,
vos?
más o menos.
But
4,500.
you say for $1 million was
por año.
like $2,000 for a year.
$1,000 for a year for $1 million, so it's $500,000. About
But you said you paid $4,000 for $1 million
For a year.
for the
Por
year.
año. Está
Pero
bien.
tu mantenimiento está muy buena, también te cobran.
So
Like 1,000 a year.
2,500. I mean 2,500.
2,500 for
For the repairman and the other contractors and mowers that are.
Está number 16.
I mean, if you put it too high, they're gonna say, chinga, ustedes, you don't wanna do business with us, no salen más porque ponen la aseguranza muy alta.
Yeah.
So the bottom up is just
So you put it at 250,000, I said, yeah. Yeah, they can afford to do that.
$250,000 cost them for about $1,000 a year.
Yes.
But that's like anywhere, if you're gonna go work for somewhere, some automobile company, they're gonna have insurance for that too.
All fuel is $1 million, no less.
Yeah. $1 million umbrella.
So, on my car insurance, I carry 250. I mean, even you all should carry more because, no, the commissioner knows, yo, yeah, we're gonna go after him, he must have something. They think you're rich,
Ese es el marrano.
huh?
Ese es el marrano.
So,
So you want to put in 750?
250,
250.
250.
So they better cover a little bit more than what the vehicle's worth. Okay.
But in some cases, no, because of big trucks, but como quiera, 250 gives them skin in the game. So it shows responsibility.
As long as they pay $100 per man, they're making money, está bien. So more?
So
¿Quién hizo un motion?
we would need a motion to,
Mito. I'll second.
to update the purchasing policy to include contractors have at least $250,000 commercial,
Insurance.
commercial, is it liability, right? Is it liability or commercial umbrella?
Liability.
Umbrella.
Umbrella.
Liability.
Lo estaba viendo ya.
Liability?
Liability.
Okay.
I'll make the motion, just.
Good job.
Tienen miedo.
Second,
Jack.
Check it.
all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Ahora nomás falta bills and
Sheriff, how's the sheriff?
payroll.
16,
What's 16?
Sheriff.
16.
Oh, yeah,
Inmates.
inmates, the ones in, Catula going to Divine, and then how the U.S. Marshal is treating you.
Well, first of all, thank you, Judge, thank you, Commissioners. For Catula, just to clarify on the email that I got from you this morning, Judge,
Yep,
we do have a total of 20 local inmates in the jail in Catula, and then we have another 13 additional that are at Bristol, that got transferred to Bristol for the human smuggling. There were a couple that are still being housed here at the Catula jail, because 2 of them are 17 years old. Bristol will not take anybody younger than 18 years of age, so they're being held with me. And then there's 2 other ones that are being held on writs for the U.S. Marshals. So that's why they're still in my facility. They weren't transferred to Dilley. So that's the Catula. So in total, we have 20 only housed here right now. So that leaves us 28 beds vacant. So we're doing good here.
Good.
Do you have a question?
You get 2 juveniles?
yeah, I mean,
You got two juveniles
I
here?
have 2 17-year-olds.
17.
Yes, sir.
like on the jail, booking report, I have kind of looking at possibility of 20 that would qualify, but then you take out the 217, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That have some time of hold from another agency.
Right,
So,
those are
But-
possibly getting transferred out as well.
but you still have some that could be transferred right now.
Yes, we have one that just came in, he was just brought in on one on the 15th and then one on the 16th.
And the only reason I ask is because it lowers your medical costs
Right.
and it helps out, gives you quite a bit more flexibility on your money and your budget.
Yes, sir. And we've been fluctuating around that number. The jail admin waits till she gets about 4 or 5 on the human smuggling and then ships them all together. So they're not having to do constant trips back and forth. So every week they're transferring at least 3 or 4 dollars.
3 or 4.
Now, as far as Ensenada, as the count, the roster from this morning, it's showing a total population count of 262 in the facility. And I also got a response from our U.S. Marshal Special Agent for the grant section. And we've made a decision and agreed on a new per diem of $85 per detainee. That's a $20 increase from the old rate that we had. We were at 65. So with that alone, the increase from the new rate of $20, if we're able to even manage at 250 per day for a whole year, that's an extra $1.8 million for the facility. That's just what they're going to pay us for holding those detainees here, and that's at 250. The old number we were looking at was at 300 with this new rate. The last time, so that's why he said we could manage at 250. So I think the magic number we were looking at originally was 82, 60 something. Unfortunately, when they gave us the $85 per diem, I did speak to Mr. Crawford, and we tried to get more than that. And I was a little worried because they were a little hesitant at 85 already. So when we shot on the new number, of course, they kind of shot it down. And said they wanted more justification as far as why we're turning down the $85 per diem. So we sat down and talked, and then we agreed with 85 for the new one. So,
I mean, if you get 90, they don't give any prisoners, doesn't help. If you get 85 and they don't give you prisoners, and you stay the same, it doesn't help. It's gonna help some, but your debt service is all calculated based on 100%.
right.
So, some of the problems that you'll have for about 2 or 3 months of this new rate is sometimes the U.S. Marshal takes a long time to reimburse. And if, like I said, they don't give you no prisoners. I don't know if you negotiated a new travel per diem. You know, usually that kind of goes along with the 243. I don't think we talked about it, but I was going back, and that's a different negotiation rate that you can do as well. So you may want to follow up and say, hey, we didn't renegotiate the travel, because the travel expenses have gone up a lot more. So that'll give you a little bit more money too.
I want to say I saw something about travel in one of the emails that the agent sent me.
Yeah.
So I'll backtrack. and
So you'll have to negotiate that,
Right.
and that would be good.
And then also bring the contract before the commissioners, right?
I mean, if they make you execute it, then we just ratify. There's a thing called ratify. If they make you, sometimes each U.S. Marshal is different.
Yeah,
You
from
know-
the email from this morning, she did state that they were working on all the paperwork and the agreement, and they will send it over.
Sometimes they don't care about the Commissioner's Court, they don't care, and they say, we want it signed now, and you ratify. And I think that's, when we had that 69, I negotiated that one because they got other places they can send their prisoners to, so, and they tell you right away, but we don't want to go elsewhere.
Yeah.
But the whole thing is, if they give you 85, they give you more prisoners, then that's good. If they give it 85 and they don't give us any prisoners, then we just all wasted our energy.
Right, yeah, and, I made quite a bit of negotiating with them to get them to 85, so I'm hoping the numbers, here in the long run start increasing. When I talked to the marshals 2-3 months ago, their belief was that the numbers would increase, they just couldn't give me a time frame.
That and the reimbursement.
Yes, sir. So as soon as I get that paperwork from her, I can bring before the board or before you can look at it. And, she said here pretty soon they should send it out.
And I put it on the agenda, one is because our had said we only had about 200,000 operating, and we got 3 payrolls now. And I don't know how much is it still outstanding right now, how many months, because they're usually 2 or 3 months behind. So we want to make sure that we have a response to US Bank and say, hey, you got the increase, you're working on this. You know, because she can't cut a check out of the general fund without us having a meeting and having a meeting with the US Bank.
Okay.
But Ira's really, really smart, but he doesn't know local government as far as our side of the operations. He knows his side, but not the county side. Super, super smart. I mean, he knows that industry really good, but on local government procurement, you know, just buy it. Wait. Slow down. You know, don't try not to get people in trouble. So that's all I wanted to know. I mean, so 85 is good. They make you sign it when we ratify it.
Okay.
No action.
No, more information. Because they've choked, the U.S. Marshals been holding prisoners back on everybody. And ICE has put a lot of rules on people in jails that if Tony doesn't have money to pay his workers, then he can't meet those restrictions. So it's hard. So having a little flexibility in money will allow him to maybe get some other inmates from another agency if he can. Your ICE is the toughest.
Yeah.
And I got a feeling after the election, in Christmas, a lot of your people from Mexico, that don't have papers, illegals, they go back to Christmas. So your numbers go down.
Paisanos.
Yeah, some of them go down. But this year it's gonna be a little bit different because it's after the election. So I'm thinking Abbott will relax a little bit and you may see more people be picked up on the federal level.
Yes, sir.
We're just caught in between 2 political entities.
Yeah, that's the tough part.
You know, you and the Lone Star and everything else and those otros, because you take one off, you take the other one off. I mean, seriously, you know, you're walking on ice in between those two.
Yep.
We can manage it just right.
Hey, the Lone Star money, on Stone Guard, all that's federal money from the federal government. It goes to the governor, and the governor uses that, which is good, it works, nobody complains. But one is using the money, and then he's talking bad about the other one, so it's hard to understand. So he's using Biden's money in Lone Star, but then he still talk bad, so I mean, you know, you don't want to get caught in that. So, what are my bills? I don't know if you have any questions, no more?
Yes, sir. Tengo un sueño.
With dessert, go back with dessert.
What's number 4?
¿Qué pasó, Marisa?
Danny, donations.
Daddy?
Donation.
Danny, Danielson,
That was the first.
Danielson.
Está bonito.
No cry, kid. Huh? Have you been told that before?
Yes, a lot.
Who is the fire guy that has the same mustache as you? saw one at the fairground, and I was like, yeah. I'm like, look at him. I had to get closer to him and shake his hand, because from a distance, he, that daddy doesn't wait.
Gilbert?
No se acuerda, like, I don't know which one it was.
No. Danny? ¿Era Danny? ¿El otro Danny?
¿Cuál?
¿Te vino que
No,
Benavides?
no.
No, te vino no a
Benavides.
Benavides. From where is this money coming from? Who started the donations?
Eso lo debe ir involved in us.
Who?
Ornella. ¿Quién es esa Ornella?
No, Ornelas is it, y a Laredo?
Alright.
Y a Laredo? Ornelas? All right, Dan.
Not bad, 2,600.
Go for it.
2,650.
Mm-hmm.
Commissioners, we got a donation, $10,000 from a local resident, in response to a call the other day. They had a fire at their house.
Jerry House.
We're very appreciative of everything we did. We were there in under 4 minutes. And when the fire was located, we were able to save their whole house.
Where was that at, Daddy?
Right there behind Flying Jack.
Oh, okay.
The whole
Thursday, no, something like that, Wednesday, Thursday, next week?
Tuesday.
I saw that this morning.
So I definitely wanted, because I know sometimes you guys ask where the donations come from, and that is the reason for that one.
I saw that big old black smoke. Now I went to Gardendale to the barbecue. By the time I came back, everything was gone. Y'all turned it off quick.
4 minutes and saved everything, and it did not spread to their house, carport, whatever. It was confined to the vehicle.
So we had a donation of 10,000 from Jerry House.
From who?
Miss
Jerry
House.
House, his house.
His wife.
Brenda.
Brenda.
Jerry.
Everything's.
This would, I suggest, kind of like what I told Tony, is that commissioners make a motion that all donations be deposited as received and ratified at a later date, which would include, all departments. Because sometimes you might get one for the elderly once in a while. You may get something, you haven't got a donation for elderly in a while, but, sometimes they give for different purposes. It's been a while. May not have been fire sheriff, but we did get them. So I would make a motion to accept the donation for the fire department and that all donations be deposited. Yeah, all donations be deposited. Yeah, but that's why I covered for all departments, because I don't have him on the department as a sheriff. So I just listed all departments. So, except for the,
I make the motion to approve donations.
for all departments. And in the future, for the donations to be deposited and included on the agenda at a later date to be ratified.
Second.
Y así no andas apurada. That's why you're not rushing, that they're gonna get stale on you. You'll do it. Don't have 4-3, but I'm almost done.
Okay.
No chance.
Yeah, oh shit.
Joseph.
I don't think, did I say 3:30? Hmm?
I'll do the
Okay.
bills.
I'll remind the bill later.
Oh, we like the bills.
Yeah, no, we're only liking the bills.
Okay.
All, so who made the motion?
Me too, no,
Me too. Said all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, same sign. So you do the bills?
Yes, sir.
We put it together. Good.
You did it?
Yeah, they approved them, that's the first thing approved. Los blood checks that got the hearing. Huh? Or, soy cuckoo. Se le van a uno el viejito, no take medicine.
Yeah. ¿Estaba en el nursing home?
Yeah, he's still there. I think he's upstairs. Yeah, I've been drinking lots of water.
Se te quedó un tractor. Se te quedó un tractor.
Si quiere con el diálisis, I mean, como quiera, si quiere con el nursing home ya saben, en diálisis ya está. Those are big worries, porque todos están preguntando, ¿cuándo? Quiere ya.
So what would be for like the first date or something, they'll take a patient?
I'm thinking it'll be December.
December.
Yeah, one in December, I told him one in December. I want to see before I go out. I want to see it done. The nursing home, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be December 1st, it's already decided. Should be good. Gotta see, it's a good company, they're both good companies. So it's gonna be tomorrow. I'm going upstairs, let's go.
Thank you for attending today, you know.
You gotta go start.
Gracias.
Okay.
¿Cómo caro? ¿Ah?
¿Quién es? ¿Quién es el Jerry? Copia. Tinta.
Llega lunes.
Ajá.
María, pues, como Hawái.
Como-
Es un rol, se hace como una, se hace como plástico.
Bonita papel.
Con los mismos.
¿Qué va a pintar los de al Snow Store?
A la peña,
Oh,
cuchillo, tengo uno para construir mi puerto. Acá, bueno, pues lo que más sin ese es lo que haga
sí, de volada.
¿En serio?
y esta técnica
No se paga.
es un té. ¿Te acuerdas que me la
Ajá.
la rica?
Pero hay que decir. Entonces, ahí está el phone number para hablar de esto. Bonita.
Más olvidado se Michael. Usted me compró para pintar la casa.
Sí, claro.
Se hace un poco de años. Michael para la casa. Vale $75 en Canadá.